Lodge, where the basic situation was, and there's no grids there. They had a bit of PV. They had a diesel generator. Diesel generator was complicated because it's a nature reserve, so you're not allowed to use standard mineral diesel, but it needs to be a biodiesel, which is considerably more expensive. Every barrel of this biodiesel needs to be hauled up to the hill, not via road, but in a very tedious way. And they had a combined CHP, combined heat and power unit, which they wanted to optimize. So in order to make a combination of off-grid and battery and integrating the heat and power unit, they installed a low voltage system with 77 kilowatt hour with a 36 kilowatt power being drawn. The additional special point there is that the Alpine Lodge is operated only part of the year, so it's only being operated in the summer months. So they also needed a system that could be decommissioned without any wear and tear and damage during the winter months, and exactly that was provided by the Tesvolt system. And by the way, decommissioning, how to set up such a system, how to optimize it, and also how to decommission it for longer times of idle state. All of that you learn in the certification training, which I also mentioned yesterday. Yeah, cost comparison with the diesel generator. Grid system services. Those who were here yesterday, or to start out differently, yesterday I asked the question, what is the drawback of renewable energy? And the drawback is the intermittent nature of the production. And the intermittent nature with the rise and the rise of the percentage of renewable energy in the total electricity production leads to a bit of upheaval in the grid. If you have more production than consumption, then the frequency will go up. Inversely, if you have more consumption than production, then the frequency is going down. And this can only be happening in a very narrow corridor. So stabilization is of the essence. And because of that, because that is important, and because falling out of these corridors could lead to blackouts, grid stabilization is becoming more and more important. Stabilizing the grid as a total, but also compensating effects such as primary balancing power and also reactive power. And one very nice project that we realized in the UK, in the county of West Sussex, is this container solutions with the 2 megawatt hours of battery storage system, which is, I briefly mentioned it yesterday, is totally self-financing without public subsidy. The reason being that it finances itself through three pillars. One is arbitrage, i.e. buying electric power at times where it is cheap, selling it, i.e. feeding it into the grid when prices are high, and furthermore stabilizing the grid in this way, and in addition increasing the amount of self-consumption from a neighboring solar power plant of around 4 megawatt. Sorry. So this is very well documented also in flyers that you can download, and it is quite an impressive reference that we have in the UK and ready for you to be taken as an example. Yeah. So here you can have, and as mentioned before, these presentations will be made available to you after these modules. I saw the quick remark that some of you hadn't received the presentation from the first module. Rest assured, it's not been forgotten. It might be slightly delayed, but you will get the presentations for all the modules where you have been participating. So not to worry. Give us a little bit of time for making those available. So to read up afterwards, you will get these presentations. And the thing to take away is large-scale container solution, completely self-financing in the UK already as we speak. So looking at the various products that we have and the various use cases, which is by no means comprehensive, but to start with the most important ones. So you can see that the low voltage system can be used for self-consumption increase, emergency power, jet set optimization off-grid. Has anyone, and this is a small little test which you will allow me, does anyone remember why this one is blank here for the high voltage system? Why the high voltage system does not have the emergency power or the off-grid capability? Does anyone have an answer for that? I quickly remembered there requires SMA. All components, both of these systems work with SMA components. The 48 volt has the Sunny Island as the battery inverter, the battery charger, and the high voltage system has the STPS, the Sunny Tree Power Storage. Just to take away here, the high voltage system does not create from itself the 50 Hertz grid frequency, so it's not grid forming, as you would say. It has the benefit of a higher capacity and also a higher efficiency, but it does not have the grid forming property. And the outdoor case being, in fact, the weatherproof version of the HV70. Therefore, ipso facto, it has the same gap here. So you have the scalability, and you have the right product for each form of application. TESSWorld. This is an interesting augmented reality tool that we have devised, and here the document that I mentioned earlier in the TESSWorld app flyer, which is ready for you to be downloaded, comes into play. It is an augmented reality tool, and I'm showing you a few screenshots. The way it works is you take your Apple phone, your iPhone or your Android phone, or an Android or an iPad tablet, and you download the app to the device. You start and it's a free app that is a sales tool that we put at your disposal for you as our partner. Then you point this app with the camera. You point it to a QR code, a QR code which is depicted on the TestWorld app flyer that we are offering for you for the download. And then it will show you an aerial view of a few of the typical applications in an animated way. So you will have little vehicles moving. To give you an example here of, for example, of a storage facility with little forklift trucks moving and forklift trucks charging. And it gives you a step-by-step way of showing the self-consumption optimization and also the peak load shaving properties. One other thing, and this is a bit of the drawback of the digital format, we have these little beer mats which also have the with the barcode on it.